I'm being harassed on Twitter. My age, physically, and moving on. I know it might be like almost impossible to resist. Please don't stare at my huge. It makes me so self-conscious. I've drawn myself. There's nothing wrong with having pronouns, but the cancellation arc is real.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is so phenomenal to see you. I wish we were meeting under more pleasant context, but this is why we're all here, for the real meat and potatoes of the nasty little trash can we call the internet. I woke up this morning, there were birds chirping, life was good, I breathed in the air, I was like, what a lovely day to be alive. And I got a little Discord notification from my boyfriend of a little tweet thread they showed me of a VTuber known by the name of FallenShadow. Sounds like a gamer tag I'd make when I was 5 years old, so everyone would think I was cool and mysterious. Well, they have this little issue where they go around depicting their character, who is notably by the age of 12, in very adult-like settings. We have to be very tiptoey around the words we're using here, but I think anyone who has two connective brain cells would be able to put two and two together. Now, I don't think VTubing in itself is weird. I think, you know, if that's what you want to do, I really don't care. But I draw the line whenever children get involved. I don't care if that means the child isn't real. It affects because it is a depiction of a child. The body, the shape, the behavior, all very childlike. And if that's what gets your cooking oil frying, then yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. You are very much into the physical depiction of a child. I don't care if their eyes look like this or not. It's a kid at the end of the day. They describe themselves as a kid at the end of the day. It's an awful, awful thing. So today we were gonna look at this video that they put out, kind of defending their actions, where their head was at. And then we're gonna read some of the awful tweet threads and some tweets with people who weren't really agreeing with what I'm gonna be saying here today. It's gonna be a blast. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe down below, as it'll honestly elevate my mood after I go vomit my eyes out. So without further ado, let's get right into it, you lovely individual. Yeah, so the video is actually clipped from this channel called Shando Pilled Individuals, which 34.7 thousand people are so much of a fan of this 12-year-old depicted child who has the voice of a dog getting hit at full speed on a highway. And they also have some very questionable thumbnails from this person. It's like, yeah, that's great. Black paint, Tyrone. Wow, I feel like I'm 12 years old all over again, hopping into my first COD lobby.
Has anyone seen I'm being harassed on Twitter? I woke up today to like 150 quote retweets on my latest tweet, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And there were a bunch of 12-year-olds with pronouns in their bio and K-pop profile pictures telling me to myself.
Right out the gates, insulting people's orientation and what they affiliate themselves with. Now, for obvious reasons, I have to, because of the platform we are on, I have to censor those kinds of things. Gotta love the state of this website, but I don't really know what that has to do with it. I doubt every single person here was in that criteria. Way to really share to your audience your actual views of that community by painting them in a derogatory light.
So good. The cancellation arc is real. I made a funny joke tweet last night with a picture of my tank top version, and I said, I know it might be like almost impossible to resist, but please don't stare at my huge. It makes me so self-conscious. Like, my face is up here today. So tired of being objectified, and then I posted like 100 eye-rolling emojis.
Yeah, I can see why that might stir the pot a bit. Your character is depicted as a 12-year-old, visually looks like a 12-year-old, so then being like, don't objectify me, which is already a big enough issue on its own. Yeah, I can see why that might raise a couple eyebrows, having people pulling up their magnifying glasses like, what the f are you talking about?
There's hundreds of gender 12-year-olds! Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having pronouns on your page, but I'm just saying, when every single person who is quote retweeting me has them in their bio, I don't know how that makes me feel. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, again, I don't really know why their orientation matters. Like, you're already painting yourself as a person who tries to be a child on the internet. You draw said child on the internet in very awful manners, and then you turn around and insult a whole community of people who have every right to be who they are.
I've drawn myself in all kinds of situations, you know, as rewards for subathons and stuff. I have 2 more drawings cooking, and yet posting a picture of my flat chest and saying I have massive is what gets me canceled.
Okay, first off, I think that is the creepiest reward you could ever do for like a Twitch stream. That is the most terrifying thing when you got people whipping out their credit cards, spamming subs like, we gotta get there. We gotta see this 12-year-old, you know, very disgusting forms of art. That's your reward to your community. If that does not spotlight the type of followers you have, I don't know what does. These are all people who are a-okay with the depiction of a 12-year-old in a CP style format, and they gladly pay money for it. And for my next trick, we got a couple pairs, and we're gonna see which one rots faster, the pears or my brain, because we're about to hop on Twitter and see some of either the awful takes or the people who are really upset with the fact that I had an opinion that was based in human morality because of this little tweet right here. Hey, I don't like replying to this publicly because I don't want people to think that I'm attacking. I generally just want a question, but DMs are closed. Can I please be explained why you choose to draw your child who is very clearly depicted as a 12-year-old, you know, very much a child, even though your inspirations are children? Hi there, this is a oh wait, let me make it sound more accurate.
Hi there, this is a drawing. It's not a child. A drawing cannot be a child. That makes no sense. This type of culture is deeply embedded in VTuber culture. Always have been and always will be. If you don't like it, maybe VTubing isn't for you.
Okay, first off, that's not even fair to say. There's a lot of VTubers out there who, they don't do this. They actually just enjoy the character they make, and they're funny and they're fun, and they just have a good time doing it. To say and try to rope them in under your argument of, hey, drawing children in CP style formats is definitely cool, even though the child is not real, you know, it's a character that you can visualize and fantasize about and has the physical embodiment of a child, physical features. You guys are on my side, you know, deal with it. Like, why you gotta rope them into it? Coping and mouthing about cute and funny drawings is such an odd online presence to uphold, and they sent me this anime gif, which, man, if there's ever a point in your life where you're sending anime gifs and you pat yourself on the back, you crack open a cold one, lean back in your Cheeto encrusted chair, you are the saddest person, man. That is tragic. Clearly there's a lack of parental guidance in your life somewhere along the way, and I feel deeply for you. But anyways, I don't think that drawing children and reward for a subathon to your fans, the people who subscribe for this, I wouldn't really say that's like a cute and funny drawing. I think there's really only one way to kind of interpret said drawings. This is a favorite of mine. Says the furry. Whoa, you really got me. Really sent me to the ER with that one. I went into cardiac arrest. My heart tried to stop itself. It said, what's the point of going on if I was possibly a furry? Number one, I'm not a furry. I've gotten this before. I just like the mask. If I was a furry, why would I just not have a fursona? That makes no sense. Now, this is great and all. I'm sure we're having a wonderful time reading these little back and forths here, but here's something else I found to be a little interesting, though, that might be the nail in the coffin in this whole ordeal. And it's in regards to the legalities of this particular little subject. Possession of legal under federal law if two conditions are met. First, the anime depiction of an underage person is obscene or lacking serious value, and second, the anime was either transmitted through the mail, internet, Comcare, was transported across state lines, or there are indications that the possessor intends to distribute or sell it. Yeah, so why don't you sit and chew on that, you
Open seed. It's legal as of 2006.
Wait a second. This can't be. The Citizen's Guide to U.S. Federal Law and CP. Oh my god. No, this can't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do something I never thought I would actually do on this channel. I'm gonna admit I'm wrong. I guess I took the L. It's legal. It says it right here, and I guess I was wrong on the legalities. I let you guys down. I failed you, not only as a creator, but as a person. I hate to admit, it's another victory for the child lovers around the world, I guess. Just roll the outro, guys. Wait. Just a minute, though. Why does your have its own dedicated page located on a government website for CP laws? I see link after link, article after article, but have you ever considered what you're into is so morally disgusting that the government needed to decide whether or not it should be legal in the first place? I don't see any articles about getting tied up or stepped on, so your is viewed so poorly that lawmakers are still debating it to this day. And the only reason I could find why they decided to make it not illegal is because they found that there was obviously no children to testify. Regardless, in the eye of the law, these depictions persons are classified as children. I reread this over and over and I can't seem to find where it says, or if the child is depicted to be a 12,000-year-old dragon. Just that there's no victim who can prosecute. Not once is it denied or does the article disagree that the character depicted aren't children.
Well, that's where you're wrong, buddy. They're actually ageless.
Okay, but why are you hiding behind this argument? It is legal. FallenShadow and every other person who follows in their footsteps can legally say they are 12 years old. It is protected by the law. It says it right here. You could argue that people might cause an uproar if they explicitly say they are 12, but there is an uproar regardless, so what's the problem? Why would you try to argue that they're ageless if it's irrelevant to the argument? You can proudly say as an American you are into digital minors, the digital rendition of a body. Why are you trying to tiptoe around their age if legally it doesn't matter? Ageless or not, so many people are arguing that you can purchase this anywhere, and I bet that not every character these people look at in a not safe for work manner is an unrealistic age. Also, if you use the ageless argument, then they would either look like a pile of dust, or in your weird made-up reality, they would have to choose immortality at a certain age and therefore remain in that state. So cool, 12,000 years old in a child's body. Hey, you wanted to play Dungeons and Dumb, so let's stoop down to that level.
The last time someone was arrested for this was in 2006, and this is the only time. American history in the making.
You know, most states have already gotten rid of obscenity laws, and even those that didn't treat it case by case, and you actually have to commit a real crime first. It's a tack-on charge that literally means nothing.
I looked into this and it turns out that was part of a plea deal, so I'll actually correct it for you. Nobody has directly been arrested for it. They would have to commit a crime first. 1 gold star to you. But again, you're not seeing the point that it can be used as a tack-on charge in the first place. Name another time where someone had a tack-on charge for NSFW art of an adult, or again getting stepped on, or any other kind of thing that knocks your socks off. Shouldn't it all be wrapped up together equally? Or is there something more distinguishable about this art in particular?
Excuse me, Bozo, I've literally gotten delivered from Amazon.
Okay, kind of a weird as flex, but in legalities in your favor aside, we are really going to use Amazon, the company for violating numerous human rights, as the pinnacle of morality.
Well, I'll have you actually know, it's on Netflix, Crunchyroll, and Hulu, etc. I can buy it at mainstream bookstores and Barnes & Nobles. Clearly, it's not illegal.
First off, I just want to commend your bravery, or rather, lack of shame. I don't know how you managed to walk into Barnes & Nobles and look another human being in the eyes as you purchased this. You should celebrate with a shower. You earned it, buddy. But hey, you do make a good point. I can watch it on websites like Crunchyroll. So on an unrelated note, I'd like us to watch this brief little clip from a dumpster fire show called High School DxD.
Such a shame, really, considering the child used to be the largest earner we had.
No way, you can't be serious! The bishop used a computer to make them.
Hello?
I don't understand what's going on. No, I don't want to ever leave here. The outside is too scary.
What? She's just a little girl! And look, she looks a lot like Asya!
The child is a boy. He is most definitely a little boy.
You look way too hot in chick's clothes, dude! She's just a little girl!
Couple things to note here. Child's voice, referred to as a child.
Child.
It's a little girl!
Boy.
But excuse me, they are a vampire, which means they are clearly of the immortal kind.
So my point's proven then. The character is referred to as a vampire and is old as They even say they're made by a computer. The writers know this. The characters in this fantasy world know this. Wait, again though, what did they call them?
Child.
It's a little girl!
Boy.
Ageless.
Hey, that's their and the writer's words, not mine. Again, your ageless argument is legal, so why are you so worried? Oh yeah, well this won't save your dying channel, idiot. Oh, do you mean this one, the one I started 6 months ago as a way to pass time and I never checked my analytics for? Or the one I stopped uploading to after I had a large drama channel cost me my life savings, stealing $4,000 of my personal belongings after being part of the world's most toxic and downright pathetic group channel in human history? No, that's not dying, it's dead. So with that, I will admit, I made some mistakes. I got the legalities mixed, I got ratioed, I took the ye old L home and I put it right above my fireplace mantle so I could look at it every day and smile because I'll never be you. Legally, it's okay, and that's all that matters if the law says so. I mean, our legal system is known for being outstanding and based in morality. I guess under that guy's child cool since it's legal. Marrying my cousin is something I'll probably put on my planner for next Tuesday, and once I turn 65 years old, legally I can be dating a 16-year-old who still lives at home with her parents. I often forget how wonderful our legal system is. Oh, and on the topic of ratios, since that matters so much to these people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say a big old thank you. If you're pissed at me, that makes me so very happy. Feel free to drop a fat dislike. I highly encourage you to do it, and leave a comment down below telling me exactly what you hated about it, or take a jab at me because it makes my day. But to the people who can actually be within 200 feet of a schoolyard, I just wanted to say it was super funny watching y'all actually spit logic in these comment sections. Y'all were actually really funny and entertaining. It was a great morning scrolling through my feed. So feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you liked what you say and you're new around here. Always means the world to me. Feel free to follow my socials and my Twitter, Discord, etc. Again, I'm gonna keep this intro short because it's a bit of a long video. You stay amazing, and as always, I'll see you around. Take it easy.